I'm gonna be honest, it's a really weird feeling for me to be sitting in front of a camera and actually have something sort of serious to say. Basically, read the title, I've been on YouTube for 10 years, and I'll sort of go a little bit into, my YouTube journey, if you will, and, just some general updates on things, because I don't really check in with you guys. I've sort of made it a point not to check in with you guys. I've also made it a point not to make milestone videos, but I'm going to break the set of standards I hold for myself, just because I know a lot of people don't really reach 10 years on YouTube, or at least not 10 years on YouTube while consistently making stuff throughout the 10 years. And despite my sort of low point on YouTube last year, I can safely say, yeah, I've been making shit for 10 years pretty much constantly. Now, in 2006, I first found YouTube looking up an episode of Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, because I was super duper duper into that. If you look on my YouTube channel called Old Shit, it's linked in my About section. I used to make, Thomas the Train music videos to songs that I would like, because, that was fun. And I was a little kid, and I still liked Thomas the Tank Engine. I thought it was cool that Ringo Starr was narrating it and stuff like that. George Carlin, whoever else, I forget. So I would constantly be looking online, for episodes to watch, for redubs that people would make that, looking back on, really, really sucked, and it was really creepy that people in their mid-20s at the time were doing them, but that's neither here nor there. And just overall getting as much material as I could for my videos. And then I found YouTube, and I found an episode of Thomas the Tank Engine called Trucks. And I only know this is because I sent myself an email with the video, sort of, reminding myself to watch the video at a later time or figure out a way to try and download it or something. But I have a screenshot of that very email. It's right here. Isn't that amazing? So, yeah, from, that point on until 2007, I was pretty much just making Thomas the Train music videos, and everything was hunky-dory. 2007 comes along, I started making YouTube poops. I'm still doing that to this day, obviously. People don't watch, really. Kinda hurts. I'm kinda bitter about that, guys. It's alright, whatever. 2009 comes along, I started fucking with people on the internet. Now, I was 12 years old at the time, so it was a bit of a rush for me. It was something new and wild and crazy. I want to say I wouldn't do it again if I had the chance to live my life throughout again, but I've met so many people that to this day I call my close friends, and I've even cut out so many more people in my life that I've met through there. Some of you people are fucking garbage, oh my god. But yeah, ignoring my poor choice of people I called friends at the time, 2011 comes around, I start making rants. Not just about specific people that I would fuck with online, but, about topics that bothered me in general. So, 2012 comes along, I meet so many ranter people. 2013 comes along, the official original ranting Facebook group that you might have heard about once or twice comes to life. And I met so many people that I called my friends for a very long time. A lot of them, I'd say about 99% of them, I don't speak to anymore. Either because we either just lost contact, or it was exposed that they were horrible, horrible wastes of human resources, which could be said for a lot of them, honestly. It's just generally, it was kind of weird, honestly, because a lot of them were really young, and a lot of the really young people were hanging out with people that were so much older than them. I'm going to use an example. My friend group at the time, in 2013, I was 15, and a few of my friends in the friend group were either a year or two older than me, and a few of them were maybe a year or two younger than me. And that's not totally weird for me, now. If you're 18 and your best friend's a 16-year-old, that's not totally weird. But, you see ranters these days that are 12 years old and they're getting into the ranting game, and they're hanging out on Skype for hours and hours on end with people that are 25 years old. Why do you have things in common with a 12-year-old, first of all? Why are you being best friends with a 12-year-old? That 12-year-old may think, oh, I'm mature, I can fit in with these people, I act really old for my age, but when you think about it, realistically, that's sort of a form of child grooming. And I would not recommend, if you're 13, becoming friends with people that are at least 6 years older than you. There's something wrong there. It's not cool. Off that tangent, 2014 comes along. That's when I really started messing with a bunch of ranter people, as I'm sure you remember. The videos are mostly privated now because I'm not exactly proud of all the things I did, and some of the people that I messed with I'm sort of cool with now. Like, I don't speak to them, but if they are near me on a Facebook post or whatever, I don't go out of my way to try and make them angry. 2015 comes along, and sort of similar to 2014, the first half is when I sort of targeted people that were like anti-feminist and super duper anti-social justice when it comes to ranting people, because like they were easy videos to make. Like, it doesn't take a lot to make them look stupid. I was doing that for the first half of the year. Second half of the year is when I noticed a lot of the people that I was talking to at the time were either, you know, kind of young, and it was weird that I was 17 years old and speaking to them, or they were fucking weirdos, and it would be better off if I just cut them out of my life without an explanation given to them. And so that was a lot of last year. And especially since I turned 18 last year, I especially didn't want to be that one person on Skype hanging around with people at least 6 years younger than them. Because like I said before, that's really weird. Cut to 2016. Hey, it's the current year. 10 years on YouTube. Hey. Basically, just making mostly YouTube poops and stuff. I made a few tutorials, those are pretty fun to make. My viewership is dwindling, like I said, I'm a little bitter about that, and I don't really get it either because my subscriber count is still, like, slowly rising. You can tell I haven't been really active on YouTube in the past few years because in the past 2 years I think I've only gotten like 200 subs, but it's whatever. I'm not doing rants anymore. If I make a video talking in front of the camera, it's not going to be a rant, at least not a rant targeting a certain person or a specific person. I really don't want to be that kind of person anymore, especially since I turned 18. A lot of the people doing this sort of things are under 18, and it just feels weird to me to target them. I feel like it's, you know, too easy for me. So I'm trying to, you know, put a positive spin on my channel, or the best I can at least, just by making other stuff. Maybe a vlog, maybe just a general discussion sort of thing, whatever. Who knows? Maybe I'll be that kind of YouTuber that changes everything just to make vlogs. That is pretty much what we're doing now. That's what we've done over the past few years. I hope this has been informative to someone. If it has been informative, I hope you at least have enjoyed the sound of my voice for the first time in a million bajillion years. At least on YouTube. So, that's pretty much all I have to say. Isn't my hair fucking great?